Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to find a solution to our first basic Python program. This is how our first basic Python program works. First of all, it asks for the first name of the user. So it instructs over here, enter your first name, and I'll go ahead and enter my first name. And it now requests for your second name. My second name was say. Now it says enter your age here. I'm 99 years old. When I hit enter, it says, hey, read off, you will be 109 in the next 10 years. Goodbye, Ose. Now it goes ahead, print all the various data types we used in our program. So let's find a solution to this. So I'm going to create a new file and I'm going to save this as on my desktop, Python series, and I'll save this as solution to first program, and I'll click save. Okay, so obviously, first of all, we are supposed to have some variables. We are going to name three variables. We have the first name, the second name, and the age. Okay, so I'll set my first variable, which is first name. Okay, and this is going to accept input, of course, so I'll set this to the input function and I'll instruct the user to enter your first name. Okay, now the second one, which is the second variable, is the second name. Same, I'm going to assign this to the input function and I'll instruct the user enter your second name. Okay, now I have to accept the user's age, so I'll have a variable age equals again an input and I'll say enter your age here, like that. Okay, so now if the user enters the age, it's supposed to add 10 to the age, which is 10 years later, and it now displays the result to the user saying, hey, maybe you will be 30 years in the next 10 years. Okay, so I'll have another variable to do this operation. So I'll have another variable as next 10 years. Now notice that when I typed next, it's being highlighted over here. This means that this is a reserved word in Python and we can't use this only for a variable name. Okay, so I'll say next 10 years, which is my variable, equals the age the user will enter. Okay, here the age the user will enter here plus 10. Okay, so now I can go ahead and display to the user our first message. So I'll print. Now note that you were instructed to use the printf format in printing the first one and the concatenation method in printing the second one. Okay, so we are going to use the printf here, so I'll introduce my f here. Now I can say hey, then I'll bring my first name, the variable first name. Make sure you do the spellings right. Okay, so I'll say hey, first name, you will be, then I'll bring my next 10 years, which is the variable next 10 years in the next 10 years, like that. Okay, so what this is going to do is going to print hey, and it will now display whatever the user will enter as a first name here. You will be, and it will do the calculations here, and it now brings that here in the next 10 years. Okay, so this how it's going to be. Now let's save this, Control or Command S, and let's run this and see what we've got. But notice we are going to get an error. Okay, if you have figured out where the error is, kudos. Okay, but now I'm going to run this. We get the error and we are going to solve this. So let's run model, and it says enter your first name. So I'll say read off your second name, or say your age. Again, I'm 99 years old, and it throws an error, can only concatenate string, not integer to string. Let me kill this. Now where is this error? Notice that this variable over here, okay, is being assigned to age here plus 10. Follow me. Now this 10 over here is an integer. Remember, the age over here is a string, okay, because in our last video when we were talking about print functions, we said anything entered into the input function returns its value in a string form. Okay, so whatever the user will enter here is going to be a string. Okay, so we have to convert this string into an integer. So we can wrap up this input function with the int function. So I'll say int, and I'll wrap that up with the int function. Okay, now let's save this, run again, and this time around we should be good to go. So enter your first name, read off, second name, or say your age, 99 years old, and it still throws an error on line 7. Print f first. Oh, the spelling of first name, I got that wrongly, so let's do that correctly. First name, next 10 years. We should be good to go now. You have to check your spellings very well. So run this again. First name, read off, second name, or say enter your age, 99, and it says, hey, read off, you will be 109 in the next 10 years. Cool, huh? Now what we have to do is print the second one, which is goodbye, with the second name using the concatenation method. So you say print, okay, and we are going to say with the concatenation method we type goodbye here, goodbye, then we will introduce our plus sign here because we are concatenating the string with our variable. Okay, so I'll leave a space here, goodbye, then the second name. Okay, let's save this, run. We should be good. I hope there are no errors. So let me run module again. It says enter your first name, read off your second name, or say, then 99 years old, and it says, hey, read off, you'll be 109 in the next 10 years, goodbye, or say. Now the last thing we are left to do is to print the type of data types used for our various variables here. Okay, so let's print. Okay, and of course we have to introduce the type function. So I'll say type, then I'll print the first name. Okay, so it's going to print the type of data type used for the first name. As a lazy programmer, I'll just copy this and paste it 3 times, and I'll change this variable to second name, and I'm going to change this one to age. Okay, so this should print the types, right? So let's run this again. First name, read off, second name, or say 99 years old, and now it gives me the data types being used here. Okay, now we have to introduce our print function, our empty print function here, to give a space to that. So I'll introduce that on line 10, and now this is going to give us a space between goodbye, or say, and data types. Okay, now again we also have to know that this variable has the data type of this, that variable has the data type of this. So let me do that for you to understand. Now notice that the print function can take 2 arguments. Okay, so I'll bring another argument here by introducing a comma, and I'll bring in my first name here. So first name, comma, then the type of function. Okay, again I can also bring my second name, comma, then the type of data type used here. So it's going to print the second name, the variable which the user will enter here, then the type of data type which was entered. Again I can do same for age, comma, then the type age. So let's save this. I think we are done with our program. Let me kill this and rerun this again. So run model. So it says, hey, enter your first name. I'll say read off, enter your second name, or say, and it says enter your age here. I'm 99 years old. And it says, hey Rudolph, you will be 109 in the next 10 years. Goodbye, or say. Now it goes ahead and show us that the first variable, which is the first name, is a string. The second one, which is say, which the user entered, is also a string. Then the 99 is an integer. I hope you did enjoy this video. Make sure you meet me in my next one. Have a wonderful day.